Alright, welcome everybody to another special BDA Boxing transmission. This is your host, Mr.BDA. And in this little episode, I want to talk a little bit about Joe Saunders, who has been MIA for a while. Finally, he's coming back talking, as he often always does. And he's saying this time that he would take pleasure in beating Saul Canelo Alvarez and ruining Cinco de Mayo 2020. Now, the thing about Joe Saunders is he's a very mobile fighter. He's got quick hands, good ring IQ. He really does excel when the odds are against him. When he goes in there against guys against whom he's the favorite, things tend to get a little bit more complicated. He seems to take those fights for granted. He doesn't train properly, and he generally struggles against some certain fighters. I mean, he struggled against Chris Eubank when they were both undefeated and took on their little grudge match. And Joe Saunders did well in the early rounds. But then he started struggling late down the stretch, and he was holding a lot, so his stamina wasn't the greatest. He did beat Andy Lee and dropped him twice, but then again, after about certain amounts of rounds, he started losing focus a little bit. Nevertheless, he beat him. But against Akavov, or forget the guy's name really, he struggled a bit in that one too. In his last fight, he got stunned a little bit, and he's not a big puncher. He's a respectable puncher, but like I said, he's elusive. He's got great reflexes, good ring IQ. The question is whether he can pull off what he says against Saul Canelo Alvarez, who has been improving in his last couple of fights and has beaten much better opposition than Joe Saunders. I mean, he's got wins over Triple G. Whether you believe or not, he deserved that win. The second fight, he got the win, slugged it out with the fearsome Triple G and came out on top. He also has beaten mobile fighters like Erislandy Lara and Daniel Jacobs to a certain extent, who is pretty good rolling with the shots and who can whack like a light heavyweight. So Canelo Alvarez has shown quality. Joe Saunders recently, the David Lemieux fight, that was in late 2017, and although many people thought it was a 50-50 fight, at the end of the day you gotta wonder, right? He outboxed David Lemieux. Canelo is no David Lemieux. But this would be an interesting fight because, as has been shown recently, some fighters can get under Canelo Alvarez's skin. Triple G certainly seems to have gotten under his skin, along with Abel Sanchez, Triple G's former trainer. And they were talking a lot about Canelo and how he failed to live up to the Mexican standard of standing there and trading. And so what did Canelo do? He slugged it out in the rematch. So you can get him to fight your fight if you get under his skin, or if you're able to manipulate him psychologically. Now, Joe Saunders is a big talker, so you know where I'm going with this. Maybe he might be able to get under Canelo's skin and get him to try to slug it out, and maybe that way Joe Saunders can take care of the opportunities to counter a little bit and take the win. It would be a nice little fight. The question I have for you guys is, do you think Demetrius Andrade, or Andrade as I like to call him, because let's not forget he's half Panamanian, so the Latinos can claim him, hey, hola brother, ¿cómo está? But you know what I'm saying, right? I mean, does Demetrius Andrade, does he deserve a title shot against either Canelo, or maybe a big shot against Triple G before Joe Saunders, who hasn't really shown much in his last couple of fights? He does get fat in between fights, so you gotta wonder whether the work ethic is there, where he can really get up for these type of fights. I don't know. You guys tell me, do we had it wrong? Do we got it right? Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out our main channel, BDA, where we hold a live podcast, and we'll see you on the next one. Take it easy, fellas. Thanks for watching.